بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: كن في الدنيا كأنك غريب أو عابر سبيل. صدق الله العظيم. My dear respected, beloved brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for one maqsad in this dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, الذي خلق الموت والحياة لنبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. That I have created life and death so I can test you. And I've created it as an exam. This is the examination hall. So whoever can bring the best of a'mal to me, whoever can do the best of good deeds, فَمَنْ زُحْزِحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَأُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةَ فَقَدْ فَازَ. He says the one that saves himself from hellfire and enters paradise, he's the one that's successful. My dear respected elders and brothers, before knowing everything in this dunya, we have to know who our creator is. Namrud, the big tyrant and the big ruler in Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam's time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَلَمْ تَرَ إِلَى الَّذِي حَاجَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ فِي رَبِّهِ أَنْ آتَاهُ اللَّهُ الْمُلْكَ إِذْ قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ رَبِّيَ الَّذِي يُحْيِي وَيُمِيتُ قَالَ أَنَا أُحْيِي وَأُمِيتُ قال إبراهيم فإن الله يأتي بالشمس من المشرق فأت بها من المغرب فبهت الذي كفر. So when Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam went to Namrud, and Namrud was the tyrant of that time and era, and you know they had an argument and they had a debate, and Namrud said that no, I am the Lord, and Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam told him, no, my Lord is the one that creates life and death, you know, that brings the dead alive and that can kill the alive. So Namrud, he said, okay, is that so? Even I can do that. Even I can create someone, you know, that is dead, I can make him alive, and someone that is alive, I can leave him. So he said, okay, how are you going to do that? So Namrud, there was a prisoner, and that prisoner was life sentenced to death. So he called him and he told him that you go free. So he said, look, I gave him life. And then there was another normal person, a free person out there in the street. And Namrud told him that, you know, kill this person. And he told Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam that, look, I profounded you and I wronged you and my debate was correct. So after that, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam told him, فَأْتِ بِهَا مِنَ الْمَشْرِقِ فَبُهِتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ. That my Lord is the one that brings the sun from the east. So if you are so powerful, bring it from the west. Rise it up from the west. And Namrud was profounded. He was shocked. He was mesmerized. He was dazzled. He said that, oh, what an argument. I have lost the argument. My dear respected elders and brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest. We have to put this azmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala into our hearts. إِذَا تَكَرَّرَ تَقَرَّرَ. When we keep repeating the azmat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it's only going to come and dive into our hearts, into the depths of our hearts. And same way in the Khilafah of Umar radiallahu anhu. So when Egypt was conquered, and Amr ibn al-As was the governor of Egypt. So the people, they had a tradition and they had a culture at that time. The culture at that time was, they used to get a young girl on the 12th month of that month. So on the 12th day of that month, they used to get a young girl, and they used to, wear her jewelry and wear her beautiful clothes. And they would throw that young girl into the river of Nile. So Amr ibn al-As, they all came complaining to him. They said that, we have to do this culture and tradition that we have been following for many, many years. So he said, this is a very dumb culture and tradition that you follow, that if you throw a young girl on the 12th of this month, and you wear her jewelry, and you beautify her, and you throw her into the river, and the river will start flowing. So Amr ibn al-As said, this is not going to happen. This cannot happen by throwing a girl inside the river. The river cannot start flowing. So they said, okay, no problem. We will obey you. So then a few days went past, and they didn't act upon that tradition, that culture. And Amr ibn al-As was the governor of Egypt at that time. So he sent a letter to Umar radiallahu anhu, who was Khalifa in that time. And he told Umar radiallahu anhu the situation of, what is going on and the people and the culture and tradition of that era and that place. So after that, Umar radiallahu anhu, he wrote a letter. And he told him that throw this letter into the river of Nile. They used to do this culture and tradition to make the water flowing and to make the water running. This is why they used to throw a young girl on the 12th month of that specific month, and they used to beautify her, and they used to think that the river will start flowing. Because they didn't have yaqeen in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my dear brothers. They had yaqeen in cultures and traditions. They had yaqeens in cars and statuses and position and houses, just like the way we have yaqeen of this dunya in this time and era. And after that, when Umar radiallahu anhu wrote this letter and he gave it to Amr ibn al-As, and Amr ibn al-As opened that letter and he read it, and it wrote from Umar radiallahu anhu, the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the river of Nile. And he wrote this letter to the river of Nile, and it said in that letter that if you flow, and if you want to flow according to your own command, O river, then we don't need you to flow. You don't need to flow at all. But if you flow under the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this river flow. And within that night, the river started flowing. My dear respected elders and brothers, the yaqeen they had in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that yaqeen is gone. And to bring that yaqeen back into our lives, we have to keep repeating this greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to keep doing the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to keep listening to the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to see the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we can go in awe what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, my dear respected elders and brothers. There was a pious man, and this pious man, he wanted to teach yaqeen to his child. So what he done is he told the mother that, I'm going to teach yaqeen to my child. And the way how am I going to teach yaqeen and put yaqeen into his heart, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does everything and nothing happens without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. So the mother was a little bit surprised. She said that, how are you going to teach this little kid? He's only 7 or 8 years old. He cannot learn this. He doesn't have the knowledge. He doesn't have the capability. So after that, the father said that I have a technique that I can teach this kid. And he told the child, he said, oh dear son, you pray 2 rakat salah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you food. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you everything that you need. So he told the wife, while he is praying 2 rakat salah, you start preparing food for him. And whatever he needed, anything that he needed in life, then his father used to tell him to pray 2 rakat salah, and straight away he used to get that thing, but the father used to give it to him. So that way, he started praying 2 rakat salah, and the food was prepared for him, and it was on the table. And the mother, she used to prepare the food quietly and hiddenly. But the child didn't know this. And after that, he used to pray 2 rakat salah and go and eat food. So time went past, and like that, one day the mother was not at home. So the trick was not going to work this time. If he told his child that pray 2 rakat salah, what was going to happen? There was going to be no food on the table. Because usually when he prays 2 rakat salah, the mother is preparing food for him. But he wanted to create yaqeen into his heart, that no, food comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا وَيَعْلَمْ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا كُلٌّ فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. Everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides rizq for, the fish in the ocean, the birds in the skies, the animals on the land, and all the humans, and all the jinn, and all the ins, all the the malaika. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the sustainer of everything, my dear respected brothers and elders. So after that, what happened is that day came when the mother was out of the house. And the father told the son that pray 2 rakat salah, inshallah, the food will be prepared for you. So the son done the same, and the son thought, inshallah, there will be food. And as soon as the son went to pray 2 rakat salah, and after that he went to sleep, and his mother was not at home, and his father, taught him that technique. Even his father was not at home, and someone else was taking care of him. And what happened is when the father came home, and the father asked the child, what happened when he woke up in the morning? He said, what happened? Didn't you eat food? Didn't you have dinner? He said, yes, I prayed 2 rakat salah, and there was food on the table. So the father was left profounded. He was left shocked. He said, what happened today? There was no one that prepared food for you. He was thought in his mind, my wife is not at home. Even I wasn't there. Who prepared food for him? So then after that, then he told his wife that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided miraculously, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him sustenance from the skies, and from today onwards no one's going to prepare food for this child. And this yaqeen, we have to provide this yaqeen into our heart, my dear respected elders and brothers, just the way this young and pious person provided yaqeen into the heart of his child. And my dear respected elders and brothers, to bring this yaqeen into our hearts, it doesn't come just by, going out in the majalis of the dunya. But we have to come out of the majalis of the dunya, and we have to come into the majalis of dhikr, into the masajid. And once we come into the masajid, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala automatically puts it into the hearts, and the angels start surrounding us. And my dear respected elders and brothers, we have to do donation. And donation is very compulsory. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in the Quran, وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ فَلَا تَدْعُوا مَعَ اللَّهِ أَحَدًا. That the masajid, they are the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I would like to end my speech here because the time is over. I came a little late. But just for the last request that I want to do, that I wanted to request for donation for this mosque. Because the donations, we are running very low on donations. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, He says, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ شَيْءٍ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ بِهِ عَلِيمٌ. You cannot attain, you cannot be successful, you cannot achieve ultimate piety, ultimate righteousness, ultimate loftiness, ultimate honor if you do not spend from what you love. If you do not spend from what you love in khair, if you do not spend from what you love in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you do not spend it, on the masajid, and if you do not spend it in charity, if you do not spend it on the poor, then a time will come, my dear respected elders and brothers, that death will overcome us, and it will be too late, and you will say, Ya laytani kuntu turaba, hatta idha ja'a ahadahum al-mawtu qala rabbi irji'un. A time will come, you'll say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, send us back so we can do some good deeds. So now we can pray charity, now we can pray salah, now we can give zakah, now we can do the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now we can read Quran, now we can do sadaqah, now we can make our children alim and hufaz, and now we can be from the rightfulness. But قال ربي ارجعون لعلي أعمل صالحا فيما تركت كلا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell him, it's too late now, and the time was in the dunya, but you didn't listen to me in the dunya when I sent you to the dunya for this one chance, and that one chance is over. And when that chance is gone, my dear respected elders and brothers, and when we stand up in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not give us a chance again. So we should make this chance the ultimate chance, and we should take full opportunity of this chance, my dear respected elders and brothers, so we can make akhirah, and we can make paradise, Jannah, our ultimate goal. Who is ready for this, my dear respected elders and brothers? And we should keep on, donating to the masjid. We lack in this aspect of life in this time and era. We think that, that it will come from the skies and it will come from the sustenance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But we have to strive for something. وَمَنْ جَاهَدَ فَإِنَّمَا يُجَاهِدُ لِنَفْسِهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you strive in my path, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give something to you. Subul as-salam, He will create pathways. And my dear respected elders and brothers, we are trying to create this masjid into a big community, and we are trying to create for the youth as much programs as we can. So who is ready for this? Who can donate? Even donating $1, even donating $1, even a little contribution to the mosque is great reward. When the Sahaba were building Masjid al-Nabawi, In the time they were building Masjid Nabi, some Sahaba were plucking the weed out, some Sahaba were putting the bricks, some Sahaba were, straightening the ground, some Sahaba, were putting the sand, some Sahaba, were making the wall. Every single Sahabi contributed in some way and sort. And even we should contribute in some way and sort. Nothing is too little and nothing is too great. So we should start from contributing from $1 and we can, exceed to ultimate exceedation, and we can do whatever we want. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah into our time, health and wealth. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Please play your sunnahs if you haven't done so. Yeah. Welcome, brothers and sisters. Enrollment is open for Nida-Ul-Islam's summer Quran and Islamic Studies program, inshallah. So the program begins on July 17th till August 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's this upcoming July 17th till August 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Everyone is encouraged to, inshallah, please bring their children out to the masajid. Inshallah, especially with the summer vacations going on. They're going to start their day off, inshallah, learning how to read the Quran in an Arabic tongue. So they start their day off depending on their level of proficiency in the Quran, whether it be Nazra or memorization. And after that, they go into a structured Islamic studies curriculum. And inshallah, along with that, there's field trips and baking sessions and many other fun things to do also. So the tuition for it is $350 for the whole month. And there is a sibling discount. So again, this is for boys and girls ages 5 and up. Boys and girls ages 5 and up. And you can go to Nida-Ul-Islam.org to register your child, inshallah. And the program again starts July 17th till August 17th, inshallah, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also, brothers, admissions are also open for the upcoming year for our full-time Islamic school, the Academy of Saad Roghani, in which you can enroll your children from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, in which they can study either the regular academics, the secular studies, or an advanced Hifz program for boys and girls along with academics, or a junior alima program, a tarbiyah program for our daughters, the girls, along with academics. Admissions are open for that also. You can simply go to sultulfurqan.org for more information, or you can see me or somebody else from the management, inshallah, for further details on that. And also, please save the date for Saturday, August 12th. Inshallah, Nida-Ul-Islam over here will be hosting a community barbecue and Eid festival, inshallah. So a fun day for the whole family, inshallah. So again, please save the date for Saturday, August 12th, inshallah. And also, 2 announcements were just added. We have a Jamaat here, a boys' Jamaat, which is going to be here till Monday. So inshallah, please spend some time with them, stay at the masjid, inshallah, and partake in their halakas. And also, there will be an Ijtima, Tablighi Ijtima. It will be July 14th, Friday, July 14th, till Sunday, July 16th in Piscataway. Again, that's Friday, July 14th, till Sunday, July 16th in Piscataway. So please try to make some time out and join that also. And finally, brothers and sisters, as the Shaykh reminded us, please donate generously on your way out. You can donate to the masjid in the donation box. You can donate to the school through the education box on your way out, or you can use the kiosk outside for credit card payment, or finance at Nida-Ul-Islam.org for Zelle, or simply go to Nida-Ul-Islam.org, inshallah. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي عرف أولياءه غوائل الدنيا وآفاتها وكشف لهم عن عيوبها وعوراتها فعلموا أنه يزيد منكرها على معروفها ولا يفيء مرجوها بمخوفها لا يخلو صفوها عن شوائب الكدورات ولا ينفك سرورها عن المنغصات تمني أصحابها سرورا وتعدهم غرورا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله المرسل إلى العالمين بشيرا ونذيرا وسراجا منيرا صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد فإن الآيات الواردة في ذم الدنيا وأمثلتها كثيرة وأكثر القرآن مشتمل على ذم الدنيا وصرف الخلق عنها ودعوتهم إلى الآخرة بل هو مقصود الأنبياء ولم يبعثوا إلا لذلك فالآيات فيها مشهورة والجملة من السنن هنالك مذكورة فقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم والله ما الدنيا في الآخرة إلا مثل ما يجعل أحدكم إصبعه في اليم فلينظر بما يرجع. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام الدنيا سجن المؤمن وجنة الكافر. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام لو كانت الدنيا تعدل عند الله بجناح بعوضة ما سقى كافرا منها شربة. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام ما لي وللدنيا وما أنا في الدنيا إلا كراكب استظل تحت شجرة ثم راح وتركها. وقال أيضا حب الدنيا رأس كل خطيئة. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام وكونوا من أبناء الآخرة ولا تكونوا من أبناء الدنيا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر من نصر دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم واجعل منهم. من خذل دين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ولا تجعلنا منهم. اللهم استر عوراتنا وآمن روعاتنا وأيد ديوننا. اللهم ول علينا خيارنا ولا تول علينا بذنوبنا شرارنا. ربنا لا تزع قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم، فاغفر لنا يا كريم، فارحمنا يا كريم. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان إيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم، ولذكر الله تعالى أعلى وأجل وأتم وأهم وأكبر. والله يعلم ما تصنعون. وقوموا لصلاتكم أيها الإخوة. عليكم الصف الأول فالأول، فإن تسوية الصفوف من تمام الصلاة، ومن وصل صفا وصله الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
استووا واعتدلوا وتراصوا وصدوا الخلل. الله أكبر.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم، ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع، ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر. استغفر الله. استغفر الله. استغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك ربنا وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. صلى الله على النبي الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين برحمتك يا رب.